I am from Lambeth. Anybody here from Lambeth or who knows about Lambeth? Hands up if Labour have done a great job for poor communities in Lambeth. Let me see your hands. We can't find it. And so I hear about the Cooperative Council and the whole suite of policies. But you know what? I've been there. Policy rhetoric, policy fancy documents styled up with colour photos, with chief executives walking around that council estate, do not deliver equality for our communities.
That's right.
All that trickle-down economics that we were promised, and the wealthy get more wealthy, they spend it in the shops, and the shops spend it on you, and then finally it gets down to you in your council flat. We don't see trickle down economics. We see trickle up economics, because they come to communities like you and suck the living life out of it without giving you the opportunity to share in that wealth. So it's important for Croydon North. Huge unemployment, huge levels of disaffection. And you know, we get accused of focusing on, I hear it all the time, there's a sort of running narrative in the opposition that they're coming to divide people, that it's somehow wrong to focus on minority groups. Why is it wrong to focus on minority groups? Aren't they part of society like everybody else? I'm a fifth generation black British. My grandfather came over here from Africa in the late 1896 on a merchant ship. Are you telling me that focusing on my community is somehow divisive? We are part of the British fabric. We are part of the British community. Focusing on minority groups is not divisive. It's actually recognizing that they've got particular issues that you need to deal with. The Muslim community has got issues it needs dealt with in relation to the security services and policing and the way that Islamophobia impacts upon them. They also want to see stopping of the horror of the West and the UK supporting and spending billions of our money. That's your money, your gas bill money, your heating electric card money, your money for your kids to go to school on bombing Muslim countries where they've got no business to be in the first place. And I will speak out about that every day of the week, because it starts with bombing innocent people in Iraq and it ends with the little you in Peckham thinking violence is the way to deal with his situation, because that's what the British government does, that's what the American government does. If we think our young people are stupid and don't realise the bigger picture that they see in front of them, we're making a classic mistake. I want to value young people. I love those young people. Those young people are going to be our future. And if somebody doesn't start speaking up, standing up and representing them in a way that they can get involved, it will be worse for all of us. And let's face it, when you look at the voter turnout in these elections, there's hardly a ringing endorsement of British democracy. The voter participation rate is not going up, it's going down. Every by-election, every election, the extent of which voters are willing to participate is reducing. And in communities like Croydon North, that level of alienation is rampant. So speaking to those minority communities who are not engaged in the political process is exactly the right thing to do to restore the legitimacy of a British democracy which these politicians have failed to maintain as a consequence of their lack of integrity. Because, you know, I was in the papers for 6 months with the Evening Standard, 143 investigations. You can read all about it on my Wikipedia. In fact, it's not even my Wikipedia page. I have to say somebody else put up a Wikipedia page about Lee Jasper, but I'm very happy with it, because actually it's balanced. It's balanced, and it shows you, out of every one of those allegations, everything was cleared at the end of the day. But at the same time, while they were harassing me and my family and my children and so on for 6 months around the capital to try and secure Boris's victory, Parliament was bleeding us dry in terms of expenses. The police were up to the necks in corruption with Murdoch's empire. There was drones being sent by America to kill people in foreign lands. There was a whole pile of corruption that was going on that they could have covered, but they choose to go for a high-profile black man as an easy target to use as a stick to beat Ken Livingstone with. And you would have think I've got an apology. You would have think somebody would have said, well, you know what, Lee, we were wrong on that, we're very sorry. I didn't get any apology. And if I did, I didn't see it. Probably because it was tucked away with the racing results from the 3:30 of Ascot, some page 43 in the Evening Standard. And I know there is others in here who've had the whip of malicious treatment by the press. And I hope as we're going forward in this campaign, at least you will afford me the kind of space to get the politics and the policies out and stop focusing on individuals and personalities. This is going to be a great fight. But you know what I need in order to win this fight? I need troops on the ground. This is what the Labour Party has. They have troops on the ground, they'll come out, all the leading black people from Parliament will be there. Don't be surprised.